it is different from any character I've played before this, because it's not easy to read Maya. She's quite, what's the word? She's, you just don't get a sense of who she is really. She's very withdrawn, she's very reserved, she's a very confident woman, but you don't know what's going on inside her mind. So you're absolutely right about the complexity and the intensity. And that's the joy, to explore a character which is akin to nothing I've done before. You know, I love exploring different facets of the human personality and human behavior, and I got a lovely chance in this one.
Usually each film carries a social message and social relevance. I saw this trailer, it's very much engaging, loved it, and congratulations to all of you. But thank you. Please tell us, let me know what is that thing, that social relevance and social message we can see in this film.
You know, there's never an attempt to put out a message, but अगर film देखने के बाद आपको लगा कि अच्छा, maybe there's a layer that you relate to or connect with, that's a bonus for us. We are just telling a story about people. And that's what it is. So, you know, hopefully you'll get something that, I'm not going to call it a message, ये आपके दिल को छू जाए, बस यही उम्मीद कर।
इस का जो ट्रेलर है वो देखा जाए, जो शेफाली जी का कैरेक्टर है। अगर हम अंतर्राष्ट्रीय महिला दिवस या इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे की बात करें, तो इसमें सिर्फ वो औरतें नहीं है जिन्होंने लड़ाई ऊपर की, यानी शबाना आजमी जी हो या मीरा नायर हो, इसमत चुगताई हो या फिर महाश्वेता देवी। इसमें वो औरतें भी थी जो रोटी की लड़ाई के लिए सड़कों पे उतर आई। पोलैंड में, अमेरिका में बहुत ऐसी औरतें थी। तो जो शेफाली जी का कैरेक्टर है, जब वो बोलता है, वो बोलती है कि तो मुर्गी थी तो क्या उसको ठोक देंगे, तो जो वो औरत है उसको, आपका जो कैरेक्टर है माया, उसको जरूरत नहीं है अपनी चीजों की पैरवी करवाने की, लेकिन वो जो कैरेक्टर है जो शेफाली जी ने प्ले किया है, उसको उन औरतों को ऊपर लाने के लिए या उनको इक्वल बनाने के लिए, जो अपने हक के लिए लड़ सके, उसके लिए इस फिल्म में क्या है?
शेफाली आई थिंक सबके लिए इस फिल्म में कुछ ना कुछ है, ना सिर्फ उस तरह की औरत के लिए, ना सिर्फ रुखसाना जैसी औरतों के लिए, ना माया जैसी औरतों के लिए, हम सब के लिए ये फिल्म है। यू नो, हाँ, इन दो किरदारों के द्वारा ये कहानी कही गई है, पर मैं मानती हूँ कि इस कहानी से सब कनेक्ट कर पाएंगे, और ना सिर्फ इस देश में पर दुनिया भर में। इसीलिए वी आर सो हैप्पी टू बी पार्टनरिंग विद Amazon Prime Video, क्योंकि 240 देशों में ये फिल्म लोग देख पाएंगे। इट इज अ यूनिवर्सल स्टोरी, और it has something for everyone, even for the men, importantly for the men. Shefali, would you like to?
Hi Vidya, this is Rajiv here.
Hi.
Fabulous to meet you again live.
Yes, similarly. Hi Rajiv.
My question is for both of you, Shefali and you. Firstly, congrats for the trailer and hope to have an equally great film. But I want to know, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first time that you are pitted against an equally powerful actor, you know, female actor. So how did you exactly enhance each other's performances? If both of you can answer. While acting together, while doing the scene together.
I'd like to say one thing. I mean, I've been very lucky to work with actors who've all been incredible. As far as Vidya is concerned, I admire her and adore her tremendously. And I really wish, when I look at her, you know, there are qualities of her I could be 1/10 of it. When you have an actor of this caliber opposite you, it only makes you richer as an actor. It helps you grow. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of scenes together, but also Ruxana and Maya they're not exactly in sync. There is a divide between them, and I'm not talking about the class or the financial divide. I'm just talking about the way the story pans out. But just the fact that I could be with her and perform alongside her, it makes me richer as an actor because I feed off actors opposite me, and when there's somebody so rich, it just makes it. I mean, that's why I go to work. I guess I feed off people around me, and I'm going to take this opportunity to say it's yes, you know, we both are sitting on stage, but trust me, every single actor in this film is incredible. Is just something else. I mean, there were scenes I had where I would just be watching the person in front of me. Just amazing, amazing cast and fantastic actors. So I mean, I think I was just lucky to be surrounded with such rich and intense and immense talent.
Thank you for all that you said, Shefali. But I have to say, you know, I've also had the good fortune of working with actors who brought out the best in me, because acting is about reaction. Acting is about reacting, but there is only one Shefali Shah, you know, and please, that deserves a round of applause. It's true, you know, because I have watched her since I first faced the camera with her in a television show, and I don't think she remembers, but it was really her scene. We were, you know, a bunch of playing college students. This was my first ever TV show, and I remember being mesmerized watching her. And since then, everything that she's done, and I can actually enumerate her filmography for you, you know, because that's how I've watched her. Like, I've admired and loved her forever, and it was an absolute honor to be sharing screen space with her. I just hope we get more opportunities, because Suresh, you didn't give us enough scenes. Yeah, but like Shefali also said, this film is wonderful, is full of wonderful actors, and we can't wait for you to meet each one of them.
Hi guys, Himesh this side from Pimpala. Firstly, congratulations on the trailer, it looks very interesting.
Thank you.
I have a question for two producers, Vikram sir and Manish sir. Vikram sir, you know, if you look at your filmography, you have backed so many films which are driven by women. It starts right from Girl in the Yellow Boots to Queen, then Kahani, and the list goes on and on. So what are the factors that, you know, attract you, or what are the factors that, you know, made you believe in these subjects all throughout, and what is the idea behind bifurcating the subjects for theatrical and OTT for you?
Anish, your first question first. I never looked at stories as male-centric or female-centric or hero-driven or heroine-driven. I've always looked at them as stories, and if they're compelling, they need to be told. If you look at the room around us, if you look at your own fraternity, we aren't answering questions basis a question from a female journalist or a male journalist. Life doesn't divide it that way. I will say this though on record. I have been extremely fortunate and blessed that stories with strong women characters find me, and it's not the other way around. So whether it be some of the amazing work that you've noted, and it is amazingly coincidental and nothing else that our last few years filmography reads like Shakuntala Devi, Durgamati, Sherni, Chori, Jalsa. The show that we are producing is called Hashash, directed by Tanuja Chandra. A proud fact, we have 5 directors that happen to be women who are live in our slate at the same time. So I'm not governed by different economics of films with women in the lead. I think it's just strong characters backed by great storytellers and partners like Amazon that allow us to do the work that we do. And there is no filter that we cut through like this. This is our 5th film which will premiere directly on a streaming platform. Coincidentally, all 5 have been on Amazon Prime Video. Stories find their mediums just like how they find their audience. What better opportunity than to give access to such amazing stories, especially Jalsa by Suresh, that it goes simultaneously to the world. I mean, Vidya and I experienced this in our first such outing in Shakuntala Devi, where all of a sudden we were getting feedback from Poland. Her performance and the film was being raved about by audiences in Southeast Asia. So there are films that do tend to resonate better on certain mediums of personal consumption or at appointment consumption on the other hand. The distinction for us is again stories find their mediums. I'm a huge fan of theatrical releases. We have a couple of big ones lined up, but I think we like to go where our audience is, and Jalsa is an example of that.
And my second question is to Mr. Mani. So in theatrical medium, we have seen that the content creation for theatre, it happens on Friday to Friday basis. Like every Friday there is a new release. How does it work for OTT platform in terms of having a calendar for the particular month? Like what is the strategy of having content that caters to audience in a month?
So we look at stories and we look at, finding good stories irrespective of the timing of the story. It's not that we're going to look for, filling a calendar, for theatrical and other mediums like television. You're probably programming for a slot, but for us, we're programming to a consumer that's looking for content that they can relate to, they can talk about, they hopefully and they hopefully like it. And and we serve content in 10 languages, in 9 Indian languages and English. We've got content across movies and series. We've got stand-up shows, and amongst this variety of content that we offer, I think it's still at the heart of it. It is, finding good stories, whether it comes directly on our service, and we've done that in the pandemic, where it's been the endeavor has really been to bring cinema in your living room in a safe manner. We've premiered over 50 films in the last 18 months, and we continue to do films even post-theatrical. So between all of that, I think our heart still lies in great stories, and we'll find the right time to tell them. But yeah, hopefully they're all just great stories.
Hi guys, Shravan from Filmi here. Suresa, my question is to you. Here, on your left side. Here. First of all, congratulations on the trailer. It looks fab.
Thank you.
You worked with Vidya in 2017 on Tumhari Sundu. How is it working with her on Jalsa, and what was that one aspect about Vidya and Shefali that you rediscovered while you were shooting for Jalsa?
So, working with Vidya in 2017 and again working in 2021, it's become even more addictive now. Okay. So that's there. Now let me come to the point that what is the common part to it. In fact, my life making this film, I think we started shooting this film in July, August. Through and through, I've been surrounded by question marks, all the question marks. Both of them, to my right and my left, they're exactly question banks. It's like as if you made a mistake by writing a script, the amount of questions they throw at you. Coupled with my team, with my DOP and my editor and my associate and everyone, okay, my writer. So I have just been, a barrage of questions have been thrown in. And the best part about working with them is the amount of involvement. See, there was a day I remember that I was shooting a scene with Rohini ji. Rohini ma'am is here. Please, a big round of applause for Rohini. Three of them were there on the set. And I had no other work in my bolu kya. How do I even pretend that I'm going to direct them? So I just took a break outside, came back, and I said, all I wanted that day to pass by and say that, well, I shouldn't look like a fool. So I got up that day. So that's my thing. I mean, it's absolute pleasure to work with both of them, the amount of involvement that they show. That's the common point.
We'll do the last couple of questions because as always we're running short of time.
हेलो हाय विद्या मैम हाय शेफाली मैम सबसे पहले आपको जलसा के लिए ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं। जैसा कि आपकी फिल्म जलसा होली के मौके पे रिलीज हो रही है तो जाहिर सी बात है इस होली पे खूब जलसा ही जलसा होगा। तो मैं आप दोनों की इस बात की प्लानिंग के बारे में जानना चाहूँगा होली की क्या कुछ जलसा करने वाली है?
I have a plan for 18th night we are dropping.
17th night.
I have a plan. मैं 18 तारीख को I'm going to sit with popcorn and samosa and malpua and मैं picture देखूँगी. I swear that is my plan of action. मैं कुछ दोस्तों को बुलाऊंगी और हम लोग जमीन पे बैठ के पिक्चर. That's my plan for Holi.
और एक दूसरे से रंग भी लगा देना.
हाँ ठीक है.
हो गया ना?
हाँ it doesn't matter. I'm just interested in watching the film.
No, I really hope it is a celebration. Firstly, we haven't celebrated Holi in 2 years, so I think this year Holi is going to be big. It's going to be bigger for us because of Jalsa, inshallah. So yeah, hoping for the best. Yeah. I hope it's a true Jalsa in every sense of the word.
Hi, this is Keyur from Sinistan. My question is for Vidya ma'am. Firstly, it's a fantastic trailer, it's very thrilling.
Thank you.
It's a coincidence that the trailer of this thriller is released on the day your iconic thriller Kahani completed 10 years.
Yes.
So how do you look back at the film? How do you look back at these 10 years of the post-Kahani phase?
No, honestly, I was doing some interviews when I was told, you know, it's 10 years to Kahani, and I couldn't believe it. It feels like yesterday. It's a film that, you know, every film is special to me, but I still remember every single day of shoot on that film. And, you know, I was just telling Vikram, like we were waiting outside, we had a screening at one of the theatres on the day of release, and we were waiting outside for the film to complete so that we could come in and meet real audiences. And 10 years, my God, but that film has given us so much, and we will forever be grateful for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And okay, you've already begun, so that will be our last question for this session.
My question is, hi, Vidya ji,
Hi.
Shivali ji. Long time when you entered the stage, you really boosted us by entering for 2 years. We are meeting.
Yeah.
So my question is that you get yourself more in every role, whatever role you get, and you really do it well. Today, your style statement, you are getting 80s and 90s back in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's really one thing. And questions to Suresh ji, sir. The poster what you've shown, Vidya ji's and Shivali ji, can you elaborate on that poster? What it means?
18th March. मेरे भी ऐसे ही बंधन है. So yeah, there is an incident. I mean, लोकसभा कहानी एक इंसिडेंट होती है और वो जैसे मैं उसको हमेशा हब एंड स्पोक स्टोरी बोलता हूँ, वो सबको इफेक्ट करती है, सारे किरदारों को. सो दिस पर्टिकुलर पोस्टर इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ मेटाफोरिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन दैट कुछ एक इंसिडेंट होता है वो जो दोनों को इफेक्ट करते हैं और भी एक्टर्स हैं जिनको जितने कैरेक्टर्स सबको इफेक्ट करते हैं. सो इट्स जस्ट अ मेटाफर फॉर दैट. मोर ऑफ इट ओनली व्हेन यू वॉच द फिल्म.